John Rule, it's the 19th
Right.
of April 2018.
18.
And what is
There
this
is a beautiful hickory bud, a shagbark hickory bud, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Just starting to put on its colors and come out. They're just like flowers when they reach their full opening.
You know, not everybody's ever got to see those.
No, people don't notice these things, but the trees are all flowering and budding. And that's a shagbark hickory with the twig in front of it.
Yeah, and you can tell
Beautiful.
why it's called shagbark.
Yes, you certainly can. It shelters an awful lot of insects all winter, among other things.
Yeah, no telling what lives inside that tree.
Right.
I just think they're beautiful.
And I'm ashamed to confess I've started many a fire with a scale of shagbark hickory.
Yeah,
And there is a dandelion with a honeybee, a yellow Italian honeybee on it.
And what that tells us is
Excuse me?
protect the dandelion.
Right.
Okay,
right.
this is what do we call that? Celandine poppy.
Celandine poppy.
It was falling apart yesterday morning when I made this picture. See, one of the petals
Right.
was falling
Yeah,
off.
many of us are.
And today you saw it, and it looks totally dead after
It certainly looked
another freezing night.
Right.
But celandine poppy is something that comes up this time of year. This is well, we're back to one of those. I've got some of these are mixed up in the order. Here we've got
Coral honeysuckle, Lonicera sempervirens.
yeah, and this is a couple walking on a
In front of a large,
Pinnacle Food. Their new part of their plant that's taken
Right.
up. You can see there in the distance, and that is absolutely destroying the prairie area there.
right.
But there'll be some more. Okay, see the close-ups of these
Native
honeysuckle,
honeysuckle.
and I just love those. And
So do the hummingbirds.
yes, and I got a picture somewhere on this show, I think.
And they aren't invasive.
Yeah, but they are important.
Imported. Coral.
They're coral red ones, they ought to be saved.
Yeah.
Okay, until next time, do your part to help keep the water clean, air pure, and the woods green. See you. John Rule,
Yes, sir.
it's the 19th still of
Right.
April 2018.
18.
Yeah, and here's a hummingbird. You see him up in the corner?
If I see him,
Okay, he is going to what plant?
well, he's going to Lonicera sempervirens, honeysuckle, red honeysuckle, coral honeysuckle, rather.
This is the honeysuckle everybody should have in their yard.
It's not invasive.
It is not a bad thing. It's a precious thing. If you see them, save them.
It's precious to hummingbirds, that's for sure.
And if you want to see hummingbirds, that's one of the best plants to have in your
It
yard.
certainly is true. I used to have to defend the hummingbirds from my cats because they would lie in front of one of these great big bloom
Yeah.
areas. Brown thrasher.
And he's been
Streaks
thrashed.
on his breast. And probably a Carolina wren singing away.
Yeah.
And a new hickory bud,
And here is
the celandine poppy.
And
And I can't remember this one. Looks like that Star of Bethlehem or something.
now, what this one is?
That looks like phlox.
It is.
The woods are full of it. And it's also full of this, podophyllum, mayapple. Has a beautiful white bloom and a small fruit, about the size of a plum. And this is trillium with a beautiful bloom on it. It's native. and grows, likes to have nice damp situations and understory. And this is a bicolor poppy, the bicolor birdfoot violet.
We saw those last week. This is actually there's a new one in the batch.
Yeah, usually they grow on wooded slopes. And there's our wren again. And this is I think,
Might be the male.
male pussy toes
Uh-huh.
and a female pussy
Well,
toes.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that.
I think that these are both males. We've been usually getting these nice
You'll have
ones
to
with
remember
the
to
female.
ask the next time.
Yeah, ask them what they are. And
And
this,
phlox again, and there's usually phlox and flocks of phlox in the woods.
and celandine
And
poppy.
celandine poppy again. And I've seen lots of this, but I don't know what it is really.
It's golden ragwort, I believe.
Golden ragwort.
Yeah,
Okay, I think I'll remember in the future maybe.
but they turn out to be really beautiful.
There are lots of them.
And this is the false, what do you call it?
Oh, the false rue anemone.
No, that was the false garlic.
False garlic.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what we were
blooming,
looking
right?
at,
Yeah,
yeah.
an allium. Yeah.
Here's our,
Here's a false rue anemone.
uh,
Yeah, there, the leaf. The leaf is characteristic for it.
yeah.
And they also grow in bunches, which a true rue anemone doesn't. And there's a bicolor, beautifully up short, up very close. And the wren
Okay.
up very close, singing away.
Okay, we're back to our hummingbird.
We're back to
John?
the hummingbird.
Hope you had a good time at World Peace Wetland Prairie Earth Day, and we'll see you next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.